it's Via. So guess what? I'm in New York. Yeah, this is my room. I'm on my bed right now. I'm not gonna show you guys my room because hopefully you've already seen the pictures. And plus, I have so much school supplies that's kind of crowding what space I have. But yeah, I know I said I promised you guys I'd make a video, so that's what I'm doing. I'm sorry it's taken so long for me to get there. Just been like really busy. Like, so the first week I had orientation. And then this is my first week of classes, and since it's Friday too, it's my last day of my first week, and it was great. It was so fun. I love this school. I cannot get over how much I love it. It's so fun. Like, it's like I've been meeting all these really great people. Like, even though I already knew a lot of people that were going to be here, like I'm just meeting so many more new fun people, and I love it. And yeah, it's just really nice. Like all the professors are nice, and like they're very down to earth, but they also know a lot, which is really good. And not they're not that harsh, which is nice, but they're very straightforward. So they know what they expect of you right away, and yeah, so it's like they show respect to you, and then you show respect to them. So it's very good. But yeah, so I am having the time of my life. It's so fun. And I love my parents, I love my friends, and I miss my cats, but I'm not ready to go home for a while. I'm probably coming home for Thanksgiving. I think I am coming home for Thanksgiving. But besides that, I am in no hurry to come home. I'm just having too much of a good time here. So my first week of orientations, it was alright. Like a lot of it, I didn't do a whole lot during orientation. I didn't go to a lot of it. I went to things that I felt applied to me. Like there was one day specifically for my major, which is fashion design, and I got to hear a lecture from the department chair, and talked with like an academic advisor, and we did some fun like things about like diversity, like some fun games and exercises about like it was like go to the other side of the room if you are so and so or such and such has happened to you, and like it slowly got more serious as it went on. Like it started out like go to one side of the room if you only wear designer clothes, and then the other one was, and then like eventually it got to the point where it was like go to the side of the room if you have ever like watched someone die. That was very interesting. So they got like really deep and like personal, and it was kind of like just to show the exercise was to show everyone that something's happened to them, but also that you're not alone, because a lot of the same people, like a lot more people than you would expect, were on that side. A lot of people were telling the truth because the option was you could lie if you didn't feel comfortable saying something, but a lot more people surprisingly went out to the side to say yes, this has happened to me. And then so we talked about it, and it's like just being here makes all of us feel so much more comfortable being who we are, and we feel it's like a community for us, so we don't feel like we need to hide anything or be ashamed of something that happened. So it's really good. Yeah, so I'm really happy like meeting everyone. I meet someone new every day. My favorite, so there's my favorite resident of the FIT LA campus, and his name is Tiki. He's a squirrel. He's the FIT squirrel. He has an Instagram and a Tumblr. I think the Tumblr is called Squirrels of FIT. I haven't gone on it yet, but they are just freaking hilarious. Like my friend Colton the other day saw Tiki literally just laying like paws up on like the pole like thing, and it was apparently really adorable. And like he'll come right up to you, like if you have food, he'll come up to you and you can hold food in your hand. He'll come up and take it, and I got to pet him, and he was really sweet and cute. And so now I carry Peanuts with me, so I can give him peanuts whenever I see him. Yeah, so he's adorable. I haven't seen him this week. I saw him a lot last week. I haven't seen him much this week, but that's because I've been like so busy, like in and out, going through classes and like running. I really haven't had the time to look. I briefly saw him the other day, but it was when I was going out, so I didn't have my peanuts with me because they weren't in my school bag. But yeah, so it was fun. So there's so many clubs I want to join. Like there's a style shop where you sell things, like you just sell fashion on campus, and I know, I'm pretty sure most of you at least have seen pictures of me wearing my flower headband. I actually made that myself, and I have all of my flowers and ribbons and all the things I used to make it. And so I'm going to make more and sell them actually at the store. Which is also part of the club, like running it as a club, so I want to join that because that sounds really fun. And then there's also like an urban artist thing where you go around and like make murals, and I think it's really fun. I think that sounds really cool. And then there's also a fashion show club, where you just put on fashion shows, and it's like, ooh, I want to do that. So, yeah. Speaking of fashion shows, guess who is helping out backstage during Fashion Week? Yeah, I'm going to be backstage on September 8th, working with Zach Posen, Diane von Furstenberg, let's see, Donna Karen, and like a bunch of other designers. I'm going to be backstage during their shows helping models get dressed, and it's going to be so fun. I'm going to be there all day, and I'm so excited. And I was talking to some upperclassmen, apparently a lot of people who meet the designers there and do good work actually do get called back for other things and interns, and it's like, ooh, yay, my foot in the door. So it's really good. Yeah, as you can see, I'm all ready for bed. But yeah, the line was huge. Like the line didn't open to sign up for it until 9 o'clock, but people were already lining up around 7. I couldn't go that early because I had class at 9. But I went right as soon as I got out, and luckily I was still able to get a spot, and I was able to get one of the days I wanted. The other day I wanted was to work at the Betsey Johnson show, but I would have to miss class all day long, and then I wouldn't be able to do that. But also it was just booked for that day, so by the time I got up, so I couldn't do it. But I'm definitely happy with what I got, because I want to meet Zach Posen and Coco Rocha, and just see all the beautiful dresses. So, yeah, it's really, I'm so excited. It's going to be really good. I'm going to take lots of pictures. Yeah, oh my god, I have 3. So since I'm majoring in fashion art, since I'm majoring in just fashion design, I have 3 different art classes. I have fashion art, model drawing, and life drawing. So I don't know if any of you have ever taken a life drawing class before, but basically that's the art class where you look at a nude model. I've never taken one before. Some of my friends have. I haven't. And obviously I knew that you would look at a nude person and start like drawing them, but I didn't expect it to happen the moment I walked in. So the moment like class starts, my professor's like, okay, so we're actually going to start right away and start drawing. And all of a sudden this woman stands up on the podium and strips. And I was like, whoa, no warning? It's like, we're not just going to draw a clothed person first just to see where we are at our artistic abilities? Nope. Start drawing nude right away. She wasn't fat or anything, but she was like middle-aged, like had kind of gray hair, but still kind of young, not like 60s. I think maybe around like 40s, late 40s, 50s, around there. Pretty in shape, but she wasn't like super thin either. And it was just really awkward because at one point, uh, the professor was just like, okay, we're going to focus on the legs. And at that point, that's when she decided to turn around. So now her front was facing me, and it was vagina just in my face. And I was like, this is so uncomfortable because I have to focus on the legs, and now your vagina is right there. And even more awkward than that, she was staring right at me as I was doing it too. So uncomfortable. I was just like, vagina. She was looking at me. It was like it was so awkward making eye contact with her. It's like, I don't want to draw. But yeah, so definitely going to be an interesting class. And just so you guys know the difference, at least, between fashion art and my model drawing is that, and life drawing is that, well, life drawing, obviously, for those of you taking it, is realistic life drawing. You just draw a person. Fashion art is very stylized. It's a bit more idealistic. The body is elongated, slimmed down, and exaggerated. To be more model-esque, but even more model-esque than actual models. So in model drawing, we basically just practice like going over the figure, how to perfect it, and I get all the proportions like to the fashion standards. And then fashion art, we still do that. We still do draw the model, but we focus more on the clothing that we put on it, like how to like draw like certain designs. Like if you want to learn how to draw feathers or fur, or just like or sequins or something like that. Just like different techniques to show different styles and draping of fabrics. And then so my other classes, which are not art, are draping, pattern making, and sewing, which are really fun. And those are all for my major. I have my liberal arts, which are history of art, or art history, and I was supposed to take math, but I just switched because have any of you ever heard of Rate My Professor? Apparently it's really good. I think it's really good. I just looked on it and found out that all the professors teaching this one math class that I signed up for are horrible. They got like a rating of like 2 out of, I think, 5. So I was like, I suck at math. I'm not going to take a math class with a bad teacher. So I decided it'd be better to wait until next semester when I can sign up for a math class with a teacher that I'm sure I can actually, that is better, basically. So instead, now I'm taking science. Luckily, there was an opening for that. I got lots of credit, actually, for doing IB, so I got a lot of transfer credits, because that's kind of how they do it. Like, I got credit for history, and English, and other weird stuff that really don't apply to my major, so it's not like I really would have to take them anyway. Sorry, it's a long day. But it was cool to be able to like get a lot of like finally all my work paid off. Yeah, so right now my schedule is basically like I have a 3-day weekend. I have Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I don't have class on Mondays, and then I have most of my classes. I usually have about 2 a day now, except for Wednesday, which is my longest day. I have I have 3 classes, and it's basically from 9 in the morning to 9:30 at night. Yeah, all my classes are about 3 to 4 hours long. So I don't get much of a break on Wednesday. It's very long and tiring. I remember I got home right after it and I just passed out. I was like, I need to sleep. I'm going to bed. Yeah, but I'm glad I don't have a lot of evening classes. Like Wednesday is my only evening class, because even though I haven't gotten a lot of homework yet, I want to be able to have that time after class, like after all my classes are over, to do the homework that I got that day. Because if I only have 2 classes a day and I can do the homework that night, like right afterwards, and I feel like I can keep my schedule pretty clean for the weekend so I can go out, like this weekend. So, because like, today I went to Highland, which is so fun, and I know who you guys who don't know what it is are gonna be like, oh, Highland, ha ha ha, she got high. It's like, no, it's like kind of a park on a bridge. It's a really big bridge. It's like a mile long, and it's got like water fountains and like little cafes and like patches of grass and like parks, and it's really pretty and it's really fun, especially since I went there at night. And there's this little family of mice, and they were so cute, like little baby mice. And then there was the parents, and they're just like scurrying along. And so I took pictures of what my friends and I decided to name Shirley the mouse. So yeah, it's really fun. Oh, my very first night in the dorm, I found a cockroach, a live cockroach, just running around. Not fun, but at least it was the first night, so I knew it wasn't anything I did because we didn't have the windows open, we didn't have any food, and I was like, we just finished kind of moving in and getting to know my roommate, and all of a sudden, out from behind my roommate's dresser, I see this brown thing from the corner of my eye, and at first I was about to freak out because I thought it was a giant spider, which would be 10 times worse, even though seeing a cockroach is still pretty bad. But at least I wouldn't have a heart attack. But I saw it, and I was like, holy shit, what is that? Because I've never seen a cockroach before, so I was like, is that a cockroach? And my roommate, it was the funniest thing. She started screaming, and she jumped on her bed, and then, of course, the cockroach went under her bed. And it was pretty funny, but at the same time, I was like, holy shit, holy shit. And so I ran down the hall to the room next to me because there are guys in that room, and I was like, kill it, kill it, kill it. And so they came in and they helped, and they grabbed the cockroach and flushed it down the toilet. So this was a pretty interesting, quite the interesting week that's happened. My room is actually very nice. Apparently, in my dorm, because there are 3 dorms for freshmen and first-year students, and my dorm is the co-ed hall. It's the only one for guys and girls, but the suites in my room, which is what I have in my dorm, are really nice. I think they're the biggest. I think they are the biggest, and I have a kitchen, my own bathroom, bed and living space, and like a dining table. And I haven't really seen the other dorms suites yet, but I heard that they're like kind of smaller and like just not as nice. So it's good to know that I got a nice one. So far my life is going great, and I'm really excited to just start my year. I love my professors. Actually, my sewing professor, who I just met today, because it was my first class for sewing today, she actually taught the summer program that I did a couple years ago for the sewing class. And I was like, I don't know if you remember me. You probably don't, because my hair wasn't like this then. I mean, it was still pink and black, but it was shorter, and it was when it was mostly black, and then like the pink undertones. And she was like, I was shocked that she even still kept this, but she kept the roster, like attendance records for like every year. And so I was like, I don't know if you would remember me, but I was in your sewing summer live class in 2011. And so she looked up, and like she went and grabbed her notebook that had her attendance in it, and she was like, oh, there's your name. Yes, you were. I don't remember you, but you were there. And so it was really fun. So it was so cute. My mom sent me, I don't know why she sends me an email about this, like, what are you doing? Because it's like, I haven't seen you or heard from you. So I'm like, are you alive? Are you okay? And I'm like, and so I'm thinking, if you're worried if I'm okay or not, why are you sending me an email? Why don't you call me? But yeah, she was concerned because I hadn't used Facebook for 2 days. It just shows I'm having so much fun here. I haven't really used the computer much. I mean, I do when I get home, like just like during my downtime, but that's just like to watch like shows and catch up on things, because usually for the most part I'm like so busy running the class, running back to like drop my sewing stuff, pick up my art stuff, and just book out the door and then go. Even though my dorms are literally right across the street from my building for my like all my classes, so it's not that bad. So, but yeah, so it's really fun. I'm having like the time of my life, and I guess this is a 20-minute video, so I'm gonna stop right now, and I will make more soon, hopefully, but I felt bad because I kept promising I'd make a video and I never did, and so that's it. So this is video number uno of Via Vampire's College Life. Okay,